Hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to finish off the butterfly journal, at least as much as I am at the moment until I make more ephemera to put in it. If it'll fit, I got to see after I get everything in it today how much room I've got left. But here is the sneaky peek, and this is a kind of a side tuck that I made at one point. And it's just got like some reds and pinks and greens and things in it. So I thought it would go in here. It was just scrap, so I was just putting things together. And then this also was just strips of scrap. And then I used some Tim Holtz things, and I had a faux postage stamp that I had made at one point early on. And I did some texture paste. Well, it's glitter paste. It was Martha Stewart, and it was at the Michaels, and I got all these different colors because they were on sale, clearance actually. And they're kind of, it's even still to this day a little bit sticky, but I think that must be the way it's made. You can put cornstarch on anything that has still a sticky kind of element to it. Like you get the strip tape, you know, the two-way tape, a little bit out of where you want it to be, and it sticks out and it's sticky. Put a little cornstarch on it. That'll fix it. That's what's in the bags that they give you. And I think that was about all we were going to see. Here was another page. And these are two different kits, by the way. But, you know, they kind of go together well. Like that blue is here. The greens sort of match. The pinks match. So, and then the writing ties it in too, because that's a common element, the writing, even though it's like bold and boxy over here, and this is script, it still goes together. So, like I'm always saying, don't be afraid to mix and match. It always comes in handy. Now, we're probably going to, at the end, if I got enough time, put this trim on. And I think I mentioned it before. I do have to thread this. But this little pink is going to get threaded through there. And this is going to go on the edge. I don't know if it's going to be all the way over the edge or just the little tips of it are going to be, which that's more than likely what I'm going to do. Although I'm going to lose some of my hand. But I think I would rather come in a little bit and just have that last set of loops sticking out. So that's one thing we're going to do. I do have these, but I don't, they're from the Dollar Tree. I don't exactly know if they're going to get put in there. I may put them in like a paper bag journal or something. It just depends. I got a butterfly one I'm probably going to whip up, so I'll do that. Because I think the colors are going to be off. I'm not doing anything else to this area. It's going to be exactly this. This was so they could write their name down here. And that's just kind of like a little pretty. Now, at one point at the shop, I had ephemera. And then nobody was buying it. So she said that she didn't think they knew what to do with it. Well, I was giving them these, what I called a build journal. And as you can see, this was Stamperia. I think the name of this one was Precious. That was a really pretty one. If you're watching, Nilda, Precious was a really pretty one to have as well. And you'll see more pieces of that throughout here because I actually made for the Build-A Journals a little clear pouch of different pockets and some tags and things like that they could buy. And we're covering up that wrinkly area that that happened on the opposite page here. That's what we're doing here. Because that, I'm swatting at that same gnat. Because there was a little bit of rippling from when I did the texture paste over there. Or the crackle paste, whatever I put over there. I can't remember. What was it? Crackle paste. So it made the whole thing wrinkle. And so I'm hiding that with the pocket. So there's easy hides, you know. You can hide things. Alright, so that goes there. It looks like that plant is coming right up out of there. How nice. This was something I made a long time ago, too. When my sewing machine worked, obviously. So this is a scrap, um, scrap belly band, I guess you would call it. I was going to use it for the side or for a belly band, which I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to have to cut the top and bottom off after it dries really nice. But it's got a little piece from the Dollar Tree, one of the sticker pads, had this little watering can in it. And you put these chunk ripped pieces on there as you go out, or you start out and you come in because you're laying over top. Then you tuck all these little pieces of lace and fabric and ribbon and cheesecloth and things like that down in there before you glue it all the way. Then I had a few little butterflies. Well, I had one. I don't see any more. And then I sewed over top of it before I put this sticker on top. But that's how I made it. Really easy. And we're going to give us a good bit of glue there and about right there. And I may have to pin this one in. So let me put that there and there. I've got some clothespins behind me. Let me try those. They work just as good as any, like the bulldog ones. And I think they have a stronger pincher on them as well. Okay, right there. All right, next. All right, I had to do a little repair work because that glue had seeped over. I put it over the top of that area that was here. It was sticking out, so it touched back there, but I think I got all that off. I'll wait a little bit and come back and check it after I get these off. So then we're just going to go. That kind of looks real similar to each other, doesn't it? So we're just going to flip through and find our next section. I did have out of one little book, it's like a little gardening book or something, and that's where these trims come from. And this, and there's one of these here somewhere. I'll show you when we get there. But they had these sayings. And this one, God Almighty first planted a garden, and indeed it is the purest of human pleasures. Francis Bacon. You can see I wrote on the back of that. But I was going to put that up here. I think I'm putting this over here on this page just to strengthen it, because that's mulberry paper. I don't know if any of you have or use mulberry paper. It's got like a little vein that goes all the way through it. I got mine long ago. Don't even ask me where it came from. It came about the same time into my stash as that handmade paper that I have in here as well. So what happens is I just kind of use it wherever for something of interest. I'm trying to get that on there straight. But it's not got much weight to it. So I have made a pocket out of it before by flipping it over. But that's about all I could do to it. I don't think you can write on it. It's just for looks. It's kind of just for looks. Trying to make sure I got that on there good. It's kind of, oh well. It kind of wrinkled. Now this I'm going to put right up here, because this is sort of a light background, I guess you could say. So we're going to put that up here so we can have some sayings through here. Sometimes I'll put quotes in my book, and I know you can get those on different people's pages. I think actually I'm going to do it down here. I'm going to go across the stem there, and then I'm going to take some of my little goodies here and decorate. I had this little bunch of flowers that came with that same book. I kind of like that, and that's just on the edge. So we will get it. I don't know if I'm going to be using the flowers. Maybe I'll use those on the other side, because this is sort of not only a butterfly book, but it is sort of a garden book as well. So yeah, let's Let's do that. I like that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put it down there. I've cut it out, so let's go ahead and use it. Yeah, fussy cutting is not fun, so when you do it, you want to make the most of it. And it kind of takes my eye away from that little bit there, where I didn't get all the way to the bottom. I'm not exactly OCD, but I have an eye where I like certain things to be just right. Now this, I had to, let me get my book weight here. I had to get in here and cut it down a little bit more just so it would fit this page. And I cut a thumb pull because I'm going to make it a pocket. And see, it fits just right. So, yeah, whatever you put in behind here, you'll kind of see a little bit of it, which is what I was wanting to go with. I have a video on this in case anybody's interested. I was showing options on how to cover a white page. So I was using book page and a bunch of napkin. And then I cut windows out of some of them, and you had things you could see through the windows. Trying to get it where a little bit of both sides, yeah, stick out so I can see that that's a pocket. Now I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to hold this down. Okay, I got that done, and I really, really like this. Can you see that kind of off yellowy color? It pulls my eye back and forth. I love that. So I got that just about right. And there's like a darker one here that goes with that. So yeah, that turned out perfect. I must have went over this with Mod Podge as well, because it's got, and it was a matte Mod Podge. So you can see it does not do a very deep, like shiny surface. That's what I like. Of course, I had to have my silverware in here in case you have a garden party. Now, here is that paper that's out of that little booklet that I've got. And it's got like a little thing saying up here, you have the 2 strips on either side and the little pot. So that's what we have there. This is already in here. This is the sailor hat. And there it is. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out, I think I was going to go with that right down there below the butterflies because it's a little uneven. So I kind of like that there. Plus this color. Can you see it? It's right there. Kismet. Yeah. These little pieces I think are Artie Mays. I had a whole little page of them that was like, I'd had them for a while. But they're like a digital. And I don't know if they were a freebie or you had to buy them. But there was all kinds of gorgeous little things on it, like that right there. That was one of them. That's like a frame with a butterfly and a piece of maybe lavender or something. All right, our next page. I've got some journal cards and things picked out, but I don't know. I might have to make stuff to go in here, to tell you the truth. All right, here is a butterfly. And I really like this place, even though I'm going to be covering that up. That's the opposite side. Oh, no, I didn't. That's the right side. But I liked it because of having this teal across from it. And it's a pocket that way. And you can make it a pocket this way. Which I think I'm going to do it. Am I going to do it? Trying to see where I got any more pockets. I guess I'll go ahead and make it a pocket, even though there's one right there. All right. I'm going to hold out. I'm going to glue it all the way down because it's already got a little pocket in it. And I may be putting another pocket here close by. Since there's one on the previous page, I think we're good. And I believe I made these butterflies. I think I called them specimen window butterfly, something like that. They weren't that long ago. Everybody seemed to enjoy them. And I was trying to use up the butterflies that Tommy gave me. Paper crafting with Miss Tommy. She gave me a whole bunch of stuff. Happy mail, I guess you'd call it. And or I got it at her 400 subscriber giveaway or win. I can't remember. I got it somewhere in there, didn't I, Tommy? But they were gorgeous. I can't find any more of them. I don't know what they're called. I think she said she thought she got them on Amazon. But, you know, stuff comes and goes on there so fast. It's hard to keep up. I'll keep my eye out because I think I need some more. If I could find a digital, but then these were already cut out, which is always a plus. Always a plus. Yeah, see in here, I've got room in here. I can put like a pocket, especially down here where it looks like it's sort of white, or this page. So I'll find out. Now here's another one of those little pieces that I said was from Artie Mae's, and I really like this. This is from Nilda, Online Painting School, or she's got, maybe she's scrapbooking with Nilda. I think that she's got 2 channels. One's where she does mixed or fine art, I guess you would call it, and another where she does her scrapbooking, her new endeavor. And she gave me a bunch of these a while back for something, and just because they were vintage, I guess, because she knew I liked vintage. And I'm thinking I'm going to get that and put maybe there. That looks like a good spot. You know, move stuff around. Don't say, oh, well, I'll just put it right beside it. You move it around until your eye's happy. And my eye makes it, because I'm not blocking anything here, which that's a thing for me. I don't like the covering thing up, so I got to always push myself. But I like that orange that comes out there. It's got a little bit of a dark blue in it. I don't see that there, but I do see it here and over here. So we're tying all of our colors together. Although there's no orange over here, that's okay. We'll let that slide, won't we? Did I thank everybody for coming to visit? I get right into things and I forget all about that. So I apologize. I think I did forget. So thank you everyone for coming to visit. I really appreciate it. And put a little bit of this up here. I don't know if I need it. I just feel like I do because it was really white right there. But I really appreciate you coming by to visit and see what I'm doing. And as you can see, this is that same, what did I call it? Did I call it Dream or Precious? I think this one's Precious. Well, anyway, it's one or the other, Dream or Precious. And I've got a Harlequin design there. And as you can see, I put a Harlequin design here. Guess what? That means it's meant to be. So I don't want to go with that. That's just a boring flower. Although flowers is supposed to be part of this look, I'm going to go with the Harlequin design. And it gives me another pocket. And I think it's going to try to rain out there for me today. It's rained every day. I mean, every time you've heard me or seen a video from me lately, I've probably said something about raining because I'm like, you know, behind. And I think I want to put that right there. Just because it's kind of cute. And it's got a butterfly on it. And some pots. Some teapots. So it sort of ties in for the silverware I had back a few pages. But yeah, we've needed it though. We really needed it. So I'm not quibbling. This is from that really beautiful paper pad. I wish I still had some of. Sweet Ambrosia. I need to do a remake of that one. That was a gorgeous pad. And there's my wrinkle paper. That was so fun to make. Here's my little envelopes in case you haven't seen this. It's maybe the first time you've seen. This is got a journal card in here you can pull out. And then you've got another image here. This tucks in underneath. It's a little band. Watch me not be able to get it in there now. It's a little, goodness. It's a little slot in there that it can go into, but look at that. That's going to be too hard to work with. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think now if I can somehow put a magnet on that. Let's see if we can do that. These are some little magnets that I got from Amazon. They're like a really thin little magnet. And so I'm going to go in here with one of the pieces, and I don't know, let me scooch over. Can you see what I did? I cut that little rounded band part back. Now, this would work if I had this on the other page. If this was over here, this band would have no problem whatsoever, because you can get in there. The way I put it, it was stupid. It was stupid of me. All right. I'm going to see about putting this right inside of here, just so you don't see this part. Wait a minute. Okay. So this is the part I need to put down. And then we're going to put this over top of it and see how we can make it work. Hopefully this is not too much covering this, so it will work magnetically through and through, you know. But yeah, sometimes you have things just don't work out once you get them into the journal and see how they're doing. It's just, you know, they're not working. Now, the best way to do this is to, yep, let it lay on the one that's there already. And I'm not going to be able to cover it up over here. I'm just going to let it ride. I'm not even going to try to put any glue up underneath of there. But this is what we're going to do. Right there. That's how we're going to do it. And I'll just keep flipping, and hopefully the weight of the pages will hold that shut, and that'll get a good adhere to it. And we'll come back and look at it later. Oh, all right. This was from one of the cheaper paper pads, and it's Butterfly Collage, and I like this piece that had the name on it. This, of course, is another piece of mulberry paper, because I was trying to use it up. Is that too big? No, that's just right. So we're making us a side tuck and putting that in here. Hopefully I don't see anything too badly through the mulberry paper, because it is pretty sheer. Well, which way am I going here? There we go. So let's see. It was a white background, so oh yeah, it's not going to hurt nothing. See, it's nice and sheer, but there's nothing there to see, so it's not going to mess with our look. Yeah, good, excellent. Moving onward. All right, let me see. What side of the page was I going for? I have another piece of the Artie Maze, which has a yellow, I don't know what that is, deal or something. I have this piece that's left of some Tim Holtz vellum. So I thought, what was I going? I think I was going to put it right there. Wasn't I? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was going to leave that piece over there in case they wanted to use that for writing. But yeah, I like this kind of vintagey, distressy looking thing he's got going here on his vellum. And I will say, I need to be doing a thing on glues that I've used lately. I wanted to do like a review, I guess, of sorts. So if anybody would like to hear my glue review, let me know in the comments below. But what happened is this Barely Arts that I'm using, stuck my finger in it, so I don't know how much glue got up there, is great for gluing vellum. Does not make it wrinkle too much. It does a little, but not much. Plus you don't see it. Now this was one of my butterflies. I think this is from Jody's stamp pad that she sent me, and I did some like watercolor on it. But I'm going to add in this little guy maybe up here because it's like a blank space. So we're going to add that one in up there. And then we're going to put the butterfly. I tried to take a dive. Yeah, I think that's where I wanted it. I love this piece right in here. Now this is rug gripper from Walmart that you put under your rugs that I put in my paper that day. And it gives this great impression. You don't know what you're going to get sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a butterfly. And put him on here as well. I need to do me some more butterflies. I don't have any more. I need to do more varieties. I was just doing this monarch. And I need to do some more other ones in different colors and that kind of thing. They're really pretty. He put a lot of detail in them. I think I'm going to go like that with him. I don't want him dive bombing the flower. So we're going to go down with him. I mean, up with him. Okay, there we go. Next. And then another one of those pieces from Nilda. And another, I'm using those Artie Mays up, I'm telling you. So I had this doily that I put in here. So we're going to go ahead and put this piece on top of the doily. Just so there's like a focal. Okay. And then that's going to go here. It's going to make like a nice frame for it. Oop. Let me see if I can push that down just a tad. I think I did. It's got beautiful teacups on it. So that's going in line with our garden party theme. In case we have one. Everybody was calling this the butterfly journal. So I just ended up letting that go. And that would be the name of it. But I think this is supposed to be like a garden journal when I was starting out. And that's what I had planned for it. These edges aren't wanting to go down, but maybe once I fold the page, it'll stay that way. And I did like dye the back sides of these. So this had this. I like the combination between this sort of purpley look and this being lacy, and then this as well. I don't know if you remember me making these. These were like what did I call it? A 2-pocket notepad flip. I can't remember. So we're actually going to just glue this down. Have I got a pocket going in over here? No. Tell you what, I think I'm going to make it a pocket under here where the notepad is at. I'm going to find my center. Have to work at it a little bit. Okay, I think that's the center. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is only glue it down top and bottom and back. 3 sides. Go over top of the washi tape and come along the bottom. Whoop. Good grief. Okay. Now I'm going to go and put it on this page near the end. Did I want the no, I don't want the tabs to stick out. I didn't want those to stick out. They're not really part of the color scheme here. So I'd like them to stay inside of the page edge as much as possible. Okay, if you see what I mean, these little guys. I didn't want them to stick out over the edge. Though, if the colors would have worked, oh, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. Okay. All right, I like that. So that actually comes out. So you had writing area. You can actually cover this if this is too dark. I was just leaving it. But there's one in each spot. And then I made several different ones that day that I did this video. And then this flips open. And this was supposed to be writing area too. But you had all these different scraps that were leftovers actually from making this journal. And so then you can see where you can actually get in here with like a big journal card, like an index card, something along those lines. All right, we have another one here that has yet another piece of vellum. And I think I was going over here with it. I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth. I was just kind of putting it anywhere. Maybe I was going like that. Oh, because it's got a tree. Yeah. I think that was how it was going to go. So, just whip around the outside edge. Swirl a little bit inside. And we'll put that down here. And sometimes I kind of feel like my mojo just isn't there anymore. I'm not being as creative as I need to be. And I guess everybody has those feelings. But I don't know. Maybe I just need to slow down and kind of go about things and a little slower and think them out and enjoy them more. Only problem is I got to make stuff for that shop. Oh my God. I won't tell you the number, but I sold a lot of stuff last month. Or no, this month. Yeah, because she'll send you a, like an email and tell you how much you've sold. Like, it was weekly, but sometimes she doesn't get around to it. So, the first 3 weeks is what she sent me the other day. And I'm thinking, oh no. Now, you know, I had this in here, but I think I'm throwing it over here because that's for that little perfume journal that I'm going to make. I showed that to you it's the Rose Parfum in the, like the Stamperia haul that I made the other day. Okay, so this one is another with a, what you call it on it. How was I going to do that? I think I was going to put it right here. And then that along the edge. So that has to go down first. Okay. This one says, the one who walks through a countryside sees much more than one who runs. And it's anonymous. They didn't want to put their name on that one. It used to be the thing to put quotes in your book. I don't know if anybody does that anymore. But, yeah, it's kind of different. Alright, I think that's good. I can see where my bee is coming in on the left. And, yeah. Both of these sides are not exact when you cut it out. So, I have to make sure I'm on the right side when I'm gluing. Okay. Get that down. Let me get up here. I think it went to the corner to corner. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even go to the corner. Good grief. Move it up. Move it up. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. I feel like I got a gap under there, but I don't think there is. It just looks like it. Okay, so we got that. We're into the third signature now. Oh, there's some more. I think I was going to put that up there. This is another one of those pieces from Nilda. And I put the little stars in here because I thought they were pretty. And where is this one supposed to go? Up there, maybe. Let's go ahead. Put that up there so we can leave room for writing. Okay, that's a good spot. All right. Ooh, now this is a little piece I made a while back, and I guess I was gonna, how was I gonna do it? I think I was gonna put it on this side. I don't want it to stick out because that sticks out a lot. So I think that's what I was gonna do. I think it was going over here. This is an envelope with a window, and I just covered it with some copy paper, digital, and then I had a little people, Tim Holtz people, and I think that was on there. And then I had notes and that, and then you pulled it out and you had this on the inside. So maybe I need to glue it before I put that back in there. I put glue on something and then I rub it off again. No, I want to make that a pocket, a side pocket. See how I wrapped that around? That would make a great go-in for something on this side. Maybe that's what I was thinking. So, and then I've got a paper inside of here where I think that may have been like another scrap. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to go like that along the top, along this edge, and that bottom. And I don't know how they're going to know that that is a tuck unless I stick something in it for them. All right, I'm going to come inward just a little bit on that, just so you can see the edge. All right. Okay, so it's on there. This has a place behind it. That one's too big to go in there. But then you've got a spot right in here. Come on now. Maybe I need the crayon, the wax crayon. All right, so I have to make something for there. Now here is a pocket, which is from that same, I think, Precious, that same kit. And we're going to make that go down here. I love I think it had music paper in there as well. So we're going to just kind of put that right here along the bottom. And we're going to, and I love how this matches that. And we have nature that has to go on here. And I think I'm going to put it like that. It's still going to be open. Darn gnat. I'm going to give him a Tusami to deal with here in a minute. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to match it up right there on that edge and that edge. But see, that edge is still open. I like this black on black here. Yeah. Works for me, works for me. What else we got in here? Look how pretty that is. It's got the purple mulberry across from it. Had a little purple section going here. And this background got purple on me at one point. All right, here is another. And I've got another strip from fabric. And this is going to go over here. And it's too long. It is much too long. So we're going to have to cut that off just a little bit. I think about this much. All right, let's see how that works. Just a little bit more. I can get a straighter cut with these longer scissors than I can with those shorter ones. All right, I'm not exactly sure what I was going to do with that piece of fabric. So we're going to see. Alright, oops. Okay, it's going to go there like that. Okay, I think I know what I want to do with this. I have to cut that little bit of purple off that edge. Oops, it's all going in the center, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go over to this where it says silk and trim that off. And I think I'm going to put it along the bottom. I've got this butterfly already up there. And yeah, so we're going to use a little bit of fabric tack and go along the back side of this to, come on, put this down. I love my fabric tack, except it gets all over your fingers. I got a few little paper bag journals to show you at the end, and yeah, I made a bunch of them yesterday because I have to fill some more up at the shop. Plus there's that Magic and Mayhem or something is happening next month. I think it's in August. And I don't know that I was all able to get that much stuff done last year for it. And since we're going over fabric, I'm going to have to use that on this paper as well. So, yeah. Get my cap back on there. Yeah. So I thought that would be, I'm going to cover that up right there with that pretty little flower. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. It's purple. I love purple. Alright, let's get that out of the way and see what else we got to do. That just gives it sort of a different little look, something different. Let's see. I had one in my 2,000 subscriber journal too. That was in blues, I believe. Alright. Vellum. I can see I may need a few more pockets. Now here's one that's from that same kit that I've been talking about. I think this is the spot for it right there. And there we go. And that is going right here. I'm leaving it up a little bit because I really like that little ripply look at the bottom. So you can get that. It's got great texture, a great textural look to it. Yeah. Now this piece here, while I'm waiting for this to dry, is from my buddy Chestita. And she sent it to me because she was hoping that I'd be able to use it. Is this not going down over here? Hang on, Chestita. Hang on. Alright, I put a little bit extra under there. So, let me let this lay on it while I'm talking about this. Yeah, she sent this to me and it had butterflies all over it, and I thought, oh, how perfect. Perfect for this journal. And the colors. Look at the colors. You got it right on the nose there, Chestita. And what it does is it opens up and you have all this journaling room. Secret journaling at that. Nobody's going to know. And she has this little paper clip. So we got a little metal element here that clips right there. And it's going to go right down inside of my pocket. And my pocket is not cooperating on me. Looks like it keeps coming up over there. I'll fix it later. Maybe it's just the paper that's doing that. Sometimes you get it on either end and it works out. Alright. Ooh, yeah, but it looks really good in there. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now, this is that piece that I made. I think Elke had introduced me to paper and feather. It's on Instagram, but I noticed the lady that she works for and makes things for, that's who that is. And I have a video on this, and it was very well received. Everybody loved to see how that was made, and it was very greatly inspired by a piece that I saw in Papier und Feder's Instagram reels, or not reels, but her pictures. I'll get it right here. But it was like 3 pockets, I think she had, or 2 pockets. And then there was flowers coming up out of each one. And I thought, oh, how gorgeous. Now, when I made this, I made it with black words, but I didn't like how bold they were. So I went back to that. After I looked at the picture before I'd added the words, I really liked how it was a light edge on it. So there you go. Change, change, change. Now this, I don't know if I put that there to go here. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I did put the edge there. Now, what we got? Oh, now these, I really love these. Now this was such a beautiful kit. This was Stamperia Sunflower Art Farm, I think, or Sunflower and Art Farm. It was one or the other, but gosh, how pretty that thing was. Now I'm putting it down as a belly band. It's already a belly band, but we're going to make more out of it. Let me see. Let me do that. But yeah, it's on an envelope. And what I did was I made 3 sections on here. And this is also a video. I got videos everywhere, don't I? But yeah, it was a very neat kind of a little gizmo. I had several of my ladies and gentlemen that follow me. I think they tried it. And they enjoyed making it. Because there you go. You got a piece of junk mail. And a pretty focal image. Now, this is the way it works. You can go and see it's open up here. Well, if I get under the right part. Come on now. Oh, it had a little bit of glue there. Okay, so you can go under that top part. You can go into the bottom part as a pocket. You can go under the 2 together, or the top 2 together. I think that was it. And then, or you can have it looking like this, where you see the strip, or you can have it like this. Well, get in there. Where it showed like if you had something here you wanted them to see on the card. So there we go. I mean, how many different ways can you go with a strip with a belly band? All right. That was fun. All right. Keep going. And I forget who gave me this paper. I think it was from somebody from another, it was a Facebook page I was going with at one time, and I haven't watched anything on it in so long. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing here. Oh, I think I was going to frame it. That's what I was going to do. Let me put this in here. I believe I'm going to frame around this. And see, I'm going to have to cut at the 4th square. Okay, at the 4th square. I'm trying to figure out how I need to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to cut inward right there. Get that little piece off of there. And then, see what I'm doing? I'm matching up. Ooh, and I'm knocking her name off of it. Oh, do I need to know that's Martha Smith? Maybe not. So, let's see. What else did I have here? Let me get my pencil. Let's see how I need to do that. So, it's this one right here that I need to cut. And then, goodness. I don't know that I'm going to have enough of this. I should have gotten another piece. Maybe I can just finish it off right there. That's what I'm doing. There. Yep. So, let me see if there's any way I can cut her name out so I know who that's by. Alright, got her name. Now what we're going to do is glue this edge here. Like that. try to leave the quote where you can see it. Yeah, and that one little bit right there just did not work, did it? I'm going to put this little bit behind here. Better. Much better. Alright, now it does look a little crooked. So let's see if we can straighten it up just a tad. Maybe it's my head. I've got new glasses, but I have yet to wear them. I have yet to wear them. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. Is this even going to work for me? Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so let's glue it down. I was looking at a story that something Mom had told me the other day, and said she used to stay with her Aunt Polly a lot. That was her mom's sister, and she really looked up to Aunt Polly because she helped her out and taught her things and that kind of stuff, where her grandmother, you know, didn't even bother. I don't know what was up her grandmother's butt, but I wouldn't have been a fan of that woman, I can tell you that. The way she treated Mom like a common worker around the farm, wouldn't let her learn to read or anything, and yeah, I'm not a fan of that woman. So anyhow, she used to stay with her Aunt Polly, and she said she would be sleeping on the couch. I mean, because Aunt Polly had 3 boys. Well, one of them went to the service, but I guess he was home at that point in time, way back when. So she said she remembers hearing the milkman come by, and he brought 2 quarts of milk to Aunt Polly every morning. Now, who remembers that the milkman would deliver anything to you? I mean, that was a while back, right? And I know she talked about with her grandmother, and I've talked about this before. I think there's been several of you that remembered the Raleigh man. He would come around and deliver, and I'm going to be gluing this down in a U-glue so you can actually put something in behind it. But he would bring spices and, gosh, what all did he bring? I think he brought sauces and spices and flavorings. I mean, a lot of stuff that you would be cooking with. That's what he would come around and deliver. And he would bring it house, you know, to your house. Did I need to... That's alright. That's alright. But yeah, he would bring it to your house, and I guess you got a chance to test some of it, maybe? Or I'm not sure how they worked it back then. Maybe you got to use it, and if you weren't satisfied with the product, maybe he would make a rebate or a trade or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure how they would do that. I guess I forgot to ask her. But Yeah, she remembers when he used to come around as well. And, you know, those were the days. You don't have anything like that. Like the Avon lady. Yeah, just think of everybody that used to come to your door. We had encyclopedia salesmen, and this little thing is full of all kinds of Stamperia stuff here. But but yeah, we had encyclopedia salesmen, and I think we got 2 sets of encyclopedias, and we still have them. One of them we only got up to like S or T or something. And yeah, that I really remember that one. That was a neat one. Now this I just got done doing on my page. It was the faux file folder flips, and that's in here. Oh, I got another little bit of, and I just wanted something here, I think, to kind of go with that pattern. Or was that supposed to be over here? You know, it makes more sense, I think, over there. But yeah, we had the encyclopedia, we had Avon, we had Tupperware. Now, Avon and Tupperware were more like a lady would come, and sometimes you would have a party. I remember if you hosted a party with the Tupperware lady, you would win or get one of the items. I think it depended on how many people bought something, but for hosting the party, you did get something at the party or for the party, because you were putting your food out, you know, and had everybody over, you know, loss of your time, that kind of thing. And I remember the Avon lady, Mom always had her over all the time. And she would get that Skin So Soft. And I can't remember I think it was like it wasn't exactly a lotion. Now, I made this one time like it was a bookmark, but it was all these scrap strips of paper. I have napkin on there. I have some stamping with a crackle stamp. And then I have some embossing. You can see the embossing with the butterfly. So I think that's going down as a belly band. But yeah, she would get Skin So Soft. And I think it was more like something you either put in your water, your bath water, or it was like a body splash. I don't think it was a lotion. But what happened was this stuff became the greatest mosquito repellent or the greatest bug repellent alive. I mean, it became so well known for chasing off any kind of nagging bug or mosquito, anything that wanted to bother you. It was some good stuff. And we had, I was never a frou-frou girl, so perfumes and stuff like that wasn't always up my alley, but Mom would always get us perfume out of Avon, and I think it was like Candid or something. I think it was Candid that we would get, and it was, you know, like I said, I'm not a fan of perfume. Now, this little thing, I'm going to put on this page here. It's like a scrap piece of vellum that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I just want to put it on the page. I just want to put it down. I feel like it. See, it's got like a little flower in it. And I need to cut it. Okay, so I cut it down a little bit. So you got like about ½ an inch maybe on either side. I do need to cut the top or the bottom a little bit. Okay, so what it's going to become is like a sheer belly band. I'm just going to put a bead of glue at the top here and a bead of glue at the bottom. And you can put like a little thin piece of paper or something behind it. And it's going to be a really pretty little thing because you'll see whatever it is you've tucked in behind it. I'm trying to get even top and bottom. Okay, I think that's going to work. And the way it's working here, the gold is very pretty. It's got like a gold line on it. Goes with this background so well. I think that's really pretty. Let me see. Can you see it? Yeah. So that made that, even though you could have wrote on that page, it made it even more useful. Even more useful. Now this is that handmade paper I was telling you about. I got this the same time I got the mulberry paper. No clue where it all come from. No clue. Now this is my dress. And the dress is going to go here. You could write on this, but, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to just glue this down. This is just for looks. Kind of to feminize it a little bit. And I have a video on me making this as well. Got a video and everything. Alright. Now if I wanted to, I could probably put a little bit of a fabric tack on that bottom section, but I'm not going to worry about it. So that's going to go right here. Yeah. Just about like that. And like I was telling you in the video, it has 3 pearls and it used to be a button, but I cut this little shank off. It's plastic. But so I had a little cameo. There we go. And I like it because it's lace here and lace here. Alright, there's the other side of that. I do need some more pockets, I believe. I really, there we speaking of pockets. So let me put this one down here. Yeah, Precious. That's the name of this kit. This Stamperia pad that I used. Really pretty. It had, you know, musical. You can just make out there's musical. It's like teals were in it. Pinks were in it. Really pretty colors. Now see this pink and whatever goes with what's above here. And somebody gave me a pad of, I think it was one of my friends that gave me a thing of words and stuff that they had, and they were just getting rid of them. So I was using it up. Oh gosh. Oh. Well, did that, what is that? I don't think that come off of here. I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, I don't see it from here. All right. This is going on here. This is one of my, what do you call it? A glassine bag. These are glassine bags. And I did some spraying on them with some of my sprays. And then, that's interesting to get the glassine waxy surface to accept some spray paint. Yeah, it didn't like to agree with me, but it finally did it for me. And then I had some rub-ons. Thank you, Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy. She sent me those as well. And so I put those on here. I had some scrap pieces left over from a Stamperia pad. That is the little roses you see, and this. That was from Floral Alphabet. And then at the Dollar Tree, I had this thing of faux wax seals that had like thank you and a few other words on them. I wish I could find those again. I really, really like those. And there we go. And then I had a little bit of some of my ribbon. It's like little roses. And there we go. Is that all? No, I still got this. What is this? Let me hook this in. There we go. I think I was putting that up here. I think it was going to be another one of those where I, oh, and again, what do I have here? I think it was going to be another one of those where I shape this. And it's going to be at the, right there. So let me get this made, because you saw me do that a minute ago. Okay, I got that on there. I got the little flower cut out and put down, and then this as well. that's kind of neat because that line and that line kind of resemble each other. Oh, and I had these two little pieces here that I didn't know whether I was going to put on there. And I still haven't figured out whether I'm going to put pocket back here. So that's going to hold. So for now, that's what I've got. It's a little on the large side, so I'm not going to put much more of anything in it. Just something good and flat. So I'm going to show you my paperback journals, and then we're going to adios. Okay, get this out of the way. And I have a different one down here. So there's only one of this one. I had some bottles with flowers sticking out of it, and they had a lot of black background kind of things to them. So I went kind of dark on this one. And so I did it like that. And let me zoom in a little bit. So it's like that. So I had this pad. Here we go. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Moody Floral. Has some beautiful, beautiful papers in it. They've got the gold strip through them. Some of them are just plain, but there's a lot of flowers. I think I got it when I did the Halloween journals last year. But so you can see I had a black background here, so I went with that dark to go here. And all of these have a ticket thingy here, like, or a key. So I had just a few little things to go in here. Even the papers in here are the really pretty florals, and so that's what mostly this is. It's got a little bit of to it, you know. I like the teacup stack. Here's a very pretty piece. There was a piece that I had left over from the other week when I did the faux file folder flip. Here's a few little bottles. It says best beer. Best beer? Okay. So that was that one. And then I had 4 of these. And here are the 4 covers. I don't know if you can see them. Let me do 2 at a time. Because, yeah. So this one is sort of a moon. I guess you would call them alchemy. They came from the alchemy Stamperia pad. I had a little bit of it left because I did use some of it in my steampunk journal that I previously did. So this is what, I'll just do them one at a time. So this is what these are going to look like. These were like tags and journal cards, and there was a whole page, 2 whole pages of numbers in there, and then little circles. So it had all kinds of stuff. So this is what I did with it. And I also took this pad that I got the other year from Michael's, and that's one that I used in the Halloween journal as well. But I just kind of put some numbers in spots and cut up the pages to kind of go on here. So this was the one with the world on it. And it's just, you know, that's kind of just how I did it. Some had alchemy. This was actually a journal card that I folded so you could write on it. And then I just kind of like the way they came out. Here was another journal card with creativity. And that, I was just using it up. And that where I cut up the page. One of the pages I cut up like this to go in the journals. And then another one I cut up to just be singles, where I could cut it up and put it on like that. Now this one has owls in it. So this, because that Magic and Mayhem, I think it has a lot of things to do with owls, because that's Harry Potter. And I know that's very popular there. So I will probably take my owl calendar and create maybe either a book like this or a larger journal with owls. Yeah. And this I thought was cute. It has nest and eggs. And of course they have a nest and eggs. But you got a little owl all through here. Or you had the moon. There was like the moon, and then you've got a couple of things on the back. But yeah, I tried to have the moon in here, or the sun. Well, anyway. You get my drift. This one had the moon and stars as well. So it's sort of a celestial, and it has those type of things. And they're all laid out about the same, but some of the items on the pages are a little different. And, you know, they had, that was like a journal card. I think it's got a big snail on there. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I tilt it the other way, there's not much showing. And that one had fortune on it. That was like, there was 2 bookmarks, and I really didn't know what to do with them. That one has a little kitty on the back. That was a page of cut-aparts at the very end, but I thought they would like these. I needed to get some more paperback journals made. That one has life. And the same old, same old. That was just a scrap piece. And that one had the owl and fortune. And yeah, it's just I kind of put them together as best that I could think that they might like. All right, well, thank you all my subscribers and viewers. I'm sorry I kept you so long. Oh, we didn't even get around to that. Okay, I'll do that off screen. But I really want to appreciate everybody for coming to see me and visit. And I hope you enjoyed what you saw and got a few ideas from the things that I showed you. So everybody have a healthy and happy day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.